Hi, hi guys. Oh, be thankful if you don't have mental symptoms and benzo withdrawal. And it's just the point that benzos completely fuck your nervous system. So there's nothing like something that fucks your nervous system, and you have to try to be so perfect for years on end, and you fuck it up anyway. All to make it go back to where it pretty much was in the beginning. It's really no way to live. I'm going to put out a trigger warning. I'm going to be talking about vaccines again today. And I'm having a rough day, so I might vent a little bit. So I'm very disheartened about everything that I've gone through. I've worked so hard, and all I can do now is think about what my future holds, which doesn't seem like much. It's like I'm starting all over. And it's like not just a bad day, you know? I mean, it's like when I fucked up the Remeron, but honestly, it pisses me off because I shouldn't even really say that I fucked it up. Because instead of 1 gram, I tapered 2 grams. Big fucking deal. It threw my nervous system so fucking horribly bad. And it pretty much destroyed years of healing. And it had nothing to do with GABA receptors and shit like that. My nervous system's fried. No matter what I do to make it feel better, it doesn't help. I've spent years making sure my diet was right. I didn't take any pills. I didn't take vitamins. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I'll do get to a point that I set myself back really bad. And then when I was fucking, and before that, then COVID fucking hits. And that fucked me up. Nearly destroyed my business, fucking mental health sticks. I can't even tell you. And then them coming out with the vaccine and me having to battle that in my head for a fucking year on what I should do. And then I go and do it. Hearing, I've been researching and talking to people in my position and how they reacted and stuff like that. And here I am, a week and a few days later, getting worse and worse and worse. That vaccine fucked me up. I'm hoping it's not really long lived, but I've got more symptoms now than I did after my fucking Remeron fuck up. Some things aren't as bad, but some things are a lot worse. My mental health is going down the fucking garbage. What I see visually is absolutely ridiculous. Like visually, it's nuts. I'm so fucking disappointed. My body feels so fucked up. And I figured it would be a few days, but fuck, man, it's a lot to deal with. I mean, just got really sick. Before I got the vaccine, I was 101.5 temperature. I don't know what it was. It wasn't COVID, but I got really fucking sick. And then ended up having to take antibiotics. Then I got the fucking shot. I'm so scared of COVID. I'm sorry if you aren't or not. It's not about that. I won't argue about it. But it's one of those things, it's lesser of the evil, but this is bullshit. At this point, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to think. I set myself back from the fucking medicine. And then I really set myself back from the fucking shot. Everybody else is doing fine. Everybody else is, yeah, I got sick, I didn't feel well, blah, blah, blah. Nobody else's nervous system fucking freaked out. I mean, what is wrong with me? Seriously, what is wrong with me that it's 5 years fucking later and I can't get off of 1.2 milligrams of Remeron? Because my body's so fucked up. And the more I go on about this, if I go on about this to people in public, not public, but outside of this, then they just say, go, start going to the doctors again. But what's the point every single year going to the doctors and getting the same tests over and over again? I don't see the point. Shouldn't it be the doctors to prove me wrong that it's not benzo withdrawal? And I don't even have to call it benzo withdrawal. Call it nervous system damage from the fucking drugs that they fucking ripped me off of. Or put me on. Because they fucking killed me the second I went on them, pretty much. So disappointed, you guys. My whole body and brain is shaking, and I don't get it. I'm hoping after like 2 weeks that it starts to calm the fuck down. Well, they always say, you're not fully protected, and it's like 2 weeks after the shot. So I'm hoping it starts to calm down. It's been a week. Wasn't this last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before is when I got the stupid vaccine. And I'm hoping, that'll keep me out of the fucking hospital. Because my lungs are fucked and I haven't had exercise or anything good in the last 5 years to help my body be strong at all. So if I got a bad case of COVID, I might as well just fucking say my prayers and go to bed. Because it sucks. But instead, I have to live in this fucking torture fucking nervous system body. My head is such a fucking mess. I can barely do anything. I went to fucking work today. I'm like, well, I have to go. I have to do something. I can't just stay inside 24/7. My DPDR gets so fucking thick. So it's like I have to get out. And it doesn't fucking matter. Because today, a lot of the times if I go out, it'll help. Today, fucking destroyed me. My whole body is just buzzing with this humming buzz. And it feels sick and I feel nauseous. And I never feel nauseous. Not from nervous system damage. I do now. It's not getting fucking better. It's just getting fucking worse. At some point, what am I going to do? This is going to continue for a long time. If my visual issues get fucking way worse, then I'm going to end up fucking homeless. Because I'm not taking more pills. I'm not going through it. I'm not letting them just trial drugs on me. So if you know what my problem is and you can figure it out and you got the right medication for it, then I will. But until then, I'm not. I'd rather be homeless living on the streets tapering medication, hallucinating, and wishing I had food than having them completely drug me and put me, because I'd end up in a fucking hospital, a state hospital for the rest of my life. And at this point, that's how I feel it's going. Because things are just getting worse and worse. I got the shot. I did that to myself. I fucking get it, okay? I talked to 4 other fucking people who've been bad off just like me. And they all got the same goddamn vaccine and they didn't have this issue. It's always fucking me. I shouldn't even fucking I don't even want to fucking be. Ridiculous. Doesn't matter which one I got. Seriously. Got the Johnson & Johnson. And the only reason I got that one is because I knew if I got really sick, I wouldn't get the second shot. I'm not going to repeat the whole thing. I'm just sick. I'm just bad. After being sick and taking antibiotics, antihistamines, and because my nervous system is already fucked up from the goddamn medicine cut months ago, which is now almost half a year ago. And then I got the vaccine because I'm so freaking scared of the goddamn COVID shit. Because if I got fucking COVID, I'd end up fucking probably being in the hospital dying because goddamn, I haven't taken care of my body in 5 fucking years because every time I try to move, I get sicker. I just don't get it. I've done every fucking thing I was supposed to do in this. 5 years of making sure I didn't fucking take supplements, didn't take this and that, because they always set me back. Everything sets me back. So I found the right foods to eat. I did everything I fucking could do. I'm just so disappointed. I've talked to 4 or 5 other people that got the same vaccine who's in benzoyl or just nervous system damage bullshit, and they were fine. They didn't feel well, and it put them in a wave, but like, this is ridiculous. I mean, it's easily the worst it's been. And it's like, visually, what I see in reality is just getting to be too much. And there's absolutely nothing I can fucking do about it. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Can't go to the fucking doctors because they just do the same bullshit every time. I can give them a list of everything I'm going through, and they're not even shocked. They don't even look at it like, holy shit, this is a lot. They don't even care. My nervous system's just shut. Sorry, I'm lashing out. I'm just so fucking sick of doing this. Years on years of healing and putting up with life, trying to make sure my relationship's intact, trying to keep friends, trying to do the best I can so one day I can start living my life again. And no matter what I fucking do, I get set back by something else. I did it with the vaccine. I get that. But I mean, everything else, I mean, the fucking medicine cut, the mirtazapine cut, instead of 1 gram, I tapered 2. Ooh, big fucking deal. That's not even... Most people tapered twice that. But no, instead it tears apart my fucking nervous system like none other. And it's been, I think it's, let me look. I think it's been half a year now since I've done that. Feels like fucking yesterday. I've been off benzos for 5 years and 9 days. How's that? My cut mistake was 5 months and 27 days ago. Five months. So just about 6 months it's been since I fucked up that mirtazapine. And honestly, it hasn't gotten much better. Better to a point. I was able to get a little more stamina again just to fucking work. But a lot of the symptoms that I gained from that mistake, I never had the last 5 years, but they're not going away. And now with the vaccine thing, I have a whole new slew of symptoms. Am I supposed to just sit around forever and just sit on mirtazapine, 1.2 milligrams, and never fucking cut it? I just don't think I can fucking handle it. Shit better calm down. I mean, my relationship with my girlfriend's already on the rocks. And everybody was proud of me for getting the vaccine because they knew how fucking hard it was. But now look, I can't even barely tolerate it. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yeah, I might not get a hospital case of COVID. I mean, I still could, but odds are I probably wouldn't end up in the hospital. But I'm also a psychological mess. So, I mean, if this stays like this, pray for me that it doesn't. But if it does, there's no way in hell I'm ever getting a fucking another fucking vaccine. You know, there's no fucking way. It's at that point I might as well just fucking die. Die in the hospital. At least that would be a setback. And then it's like, because I keep thinking, I don't want to be in the hospital and having them feeding me steroids and shit. It would have been better off. I'm just telling you now. I'm hoping next week I feel better enough to say this was my worst day. But it's building, and it's only been a week. A week and 2 days since that vaccine. I mean, I've been through a lot because I got sick and took antibiotics and took antihistamines, and antihistamines fuck me up in general, but not like this. This is leaving my whole sensory system completely in flux. Thank you. And I hate to come on here and bitch and have things, this is worse. And honestly, I don't even really want to talk about the vaccine stuff, but I might as well, because at least you know the story and what's really going on. Maybe people can learn from it. I mean, everybody's going to make their own decisions, And everybody else that took it in benzo withdrawal that I've been following for years and have been my friends, they're like, yeah, it took about a week for me to feel normal again. A week. I've been now a week and 2 days, and I'm fucking 90% worse. I don't know how to continue living normal life. I don't know when it's going to stop being so fucking bad. For a long time, for a good year and a half, things leveled off to a point where I knew what was going on. I knew what was going to happen if I went into a wave. It was still always scary, but you kind of like knew, and then it would calm down, and then you'd be back to your baseline. I'm not getting baselines anymore. I'm just constantly in this horrific wave. Some days will feel better, and then bam, then I get really sick, and then the allergies, and then it's something else, and it's something else. And it's like I have to take things that fuck me up. It sucks. It just absolutely sucks. I've done everything I possibly could for the last how many years, and I've advocated for people and talked to people and what not to do and make sure, and I made sure I did everything fucking right. And look where it got me. I have forced myself to function for years, feeling of not feeling like this. This is ridiculous, but feeling fucked up, being sick, and honestly, nothing's fun anymore. Now it's every day just getting through a fucking day and pretending that I'm okay, so my girlfriend doesn't freak out, so she doesn't get upset, and I don't want her to have to deal with my suffering 24/7. So I try to hide it as much as I can. She doesn't ignore it, but I try to. I mean, just because I go to a thrift store for an hour and a half means I have to suffer extremely. This is ridiculous. I've only been out with friends like twice in the last 5 years, and that was hard. Thank you. I just don't know what more I gotta fucking do. I've done every possible thing I need to do to get by, and it's just getting worse. I made the decision about getting the vaccine because I'm in public 3 days a week. At least I was, not now, because I can't. I want to be around my family around the holidays without feeling like I'm going to get a disease that's going to end up landing me in the fucking hospital. But in turn, I have to deal with absolute mental and physical torture. Okay, that makes no fucking sense. What is the lesser evil? Well, now I'm gonna tell people when they say, "Well, you had to choose one of the lesser evil." There is no lesser. There is none. I'm suffering incredibly now, again. And when no matter what happens, hopefully everything clears up and I start feeling better. And when people are going to ask, was it worth it? I'm going to say, fuck no, it wasn't. But it was never worth it. It was never worth it. Even before I got the vaccine, it wasn't worth it. I didn't know how it's going to end up. It wasn't worth it then. This whole idea of this shit is not worth it. People are thinking, oh, you're vaccinated now, Dan. Why don't, maybe you can come out more. Well, now I'm pretty much almost immobile. Physically and mentally. Mentally, just the way I see life, the DPDR is insane as is. I've always had it, but now it's way fucking worse. The brain fog's just stupid. And my vision literally shakes everything if I look at it. Everything's just nuts. Everything's flashing. Sensory is fucking ridiculous. I've spent 5 years getting to the point where I could deal with living. It took about 4 years, I'd say, to where I'm like, okay, I'm to a point I can handle. And then 6 months later, I got to a point on mirtazapine where instead of tapering 1 little gram, I tapered 2 grams. And it literally destroyed my fucking nervous system. The doctors don't believe that's true. They just feel I must have some sort of psychological issue, and that's just giving me everything, and I should take more fucking antipsychotics. I'd rather fucking end up homeless and alone than do that. Because at least I can hold a conversation still. And I don't take that for granted one bit. I'm so disappointed in spending so many fucking years doing everything I possibly can. Putting myself out there for, working my job. I should have a house right now. There's so much I should have had. It's been over 5 years. I'm going to be 45 in October. Just turned 40 years old, and the whole entire time I've been sick. And it's getting worse. So to say I'm fucking tired of all this shit is a real big understatement. And I won't go on to tell anybody outside of this that I'm fucking done. I won't explain to people that I got the vaccine. I won't do it because I'm so sick of everybody being such fucking assholes about it. I suppose since there's not a presidential race, people can be assholes and be all political about that, about vaccines. I knew the fucking risk when I took it. I knew it. I knew the fucking risk. I just hoped with the 4 or 5 people that I fucking talked to about it that are in benzo withdrawal and dealing with the same issues and them saying what they went through and it wasn't, as bad and it was worth it in the long run, that it wouldn't affect me as bad as well. Oh boy, was I fucking wrong. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. I hope I won't end up in the fucking hospital on a ventilator. Good. But instead, in turn, I get to live through like an acute type state of withdrawal, which is just my nervous system basically being a fucking asshole. And it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse. Every day it gets worse. I had to go out for work today. I went out Monday. Usually I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I went out Monday and today's Friday. So I went out today. And I literally don't even go out that long, an hour and a half. I drive for 20 minutes. I stay at the store for an hour and a half, drive home 20 minutes. Done. That's it. It fucking destroys me, especially today. Holy shit. It literally, wow, was that fucking hard. I can barely fucking move. I'm lucky I can even talk a normal conversation. Like I said, I don't take it for granted. But my head is so fucked up, and what I'm seeing visually, it's fucking ridiculous. And I have nothing I can do about it. So I can go completely nuts, and it doesn't fucking matter because they just keep looking at me like I'm some sort of idiot. Like I just need antipsychotics or something. Let's see, I tried all your other pills. What's the point to take something if I'm going to continually have to updose it and updose it and updose it to the point where I'm going to have to get off of it and then pretty much end up probably completely suicidal. I'm only on 1.2 milligrams of Premaron. It's realistically not the end of the world, although it's going to take me years to get off of it. And the fact that I'm so sick right now, and there's nothing in sight to tell me I can start tapering again, makes me fucking sick. I'm so fucking disappointed on everything I've done for 5 fucking years. 5 years. I advocated for myself and so many other people to do the right fucking thing. Don't take the supplements because they will set you back. Not everybody, but I always say that. But in general, I'm sick of the flashing in my fucking eyes. I'm sick of everything moving when I look at it. I'm sick of the floor moving when I walk. I'm just sick of all these things that I dealt with after I got ripped off of benzos that I'm dealing with today. Why should I have to be living in this acute state when I've spent years helping my nervous system heal? I must have been a fucking child murderer in my past life. I've spent all these years making sure my music studio's kept up, doing this. I've released albums in benzo withdrawal. How fucked up is that? But now I'm to a point I can't even fucking do it. Sup, AC? Hi, Aesthetics. Stefan. Yeah, it's just, this is a really bad day, you guys. And I can't believe how fucking bad it got when I went out today. I've stayed home for the past 3 days. That should have been more than enough time for me to feel good enough to go out for a little bit to find some shit to sell. No, instead it was like complete mad. It was just terrible. I only stayed till about, the store opens at 9. I stayed till about 10:40. I like to stay till 11. I can't even do it. I'm like, oh, I gotta leave you guys. I told some of the people there I got vaccinated and what happened. People were worried about me there. They're like, we haven't seen you. We're hoping everything was okay. I'm like, well, I got really sick, not COVID, but I got really sick. And then they're taking antihistamines that make me sick. And I'm like, I've got a lot of mental health issues. They don't know the details, you know. I'm like, I got a lot of mental health and physical health issues. And I got a vaccine and it fucked me up. I'll be honest, it fucked me up. And if what I'm going through today is from the vaccine, I could officially say the vaccine will definitely make you feel like you're in acute. No, my anxiety is not like acute, but you know, I could actually go to if I had to, I could go to the grocery store and not have a panic attack. But I don't know where this is going, to be honest. Pray that I feel better tomorrow. Tomorrow still might be rough because usually after I go to the thrift store, usually the day after I'm even worse. So I might have a worse day tomorrow, but it can't be as bad as today. Fuck, it better not. I'm going to sign off in about 30 seconds here. I'm sorry it's been such a bad day for me, and I hope you guys feel better, but it's just been absolute just trying to get through and not bog my girlfriend down with this stuff. I'm going to have to soon because we haven't talked about this shit in a while. Not that she's not concerned. She's actually asked me recently, and I wasn't in the mood to talk about it. But I'm to the point where I'm going to break down because this is intense. I'm hoping at the two week mark when they say the fucking vaccines, you're fully vaccinated or whatever after 2 weeks. I'm hoping it calms down and my nervous system calms down a little bit. Yes, we live together. I've been leery for a year I've literally cried to myself being so conflicted with it. Because I'm in public a lot. 3 days a week at the thrift stores where nobody gives a fuck about COVID. I go to the grocery stores. I go to Target. I go to Walmart. And that's a fucking COVID mess, probably. So, I mean, I will get COVID. But I also have asthma. And I'm also haven't taken care of my body in 5 years. I don't want to end up on a fucking ventilator, man. I don't want to end up in the hospital having them fucking give me steroids and shit. Which at this point doesn't even sound that bad. But after I was just sick and it wasn't COVID, oh my God. But yeah, leery is to say the least, man. Sorry. I'll tell you. No, she doesn't. And I wouldn't talk about her if she did. She we've had our issues because I used to talk about this shit all the time. So and I understand. It's a lot to take in for somebody. And this is my outlet and she kind of needs to stay away from it. So she wants to, she can. You know, I don't say anything bad. I mean, she's totally supportive, but we've had our issues because of it. All right. I'm gonna sign off just because it's 5:30 and I'm stressing myself out big time. But I needed to vent. And I might come back on later to vent, but yeah, I can't imagine. I feel for you. I will keep coming online. It's realistically it helps me a lot. So thank you guys. Um, I won't disappear. The only reason I disappeared last time for a long time, for like a couple of years, is because I couldn't upload any videos. So now I just go live, which is way fucking easier. All right, I'm ending. Thanks for the support, you guys. It makes me feel really good that you guys are always there. Take care.